All right. You're going to be so tired of me by the end of the day. All right. We are going to make some boxes. So some Christmas boxes, things you can stuff in a stocking. And I'm going to give you some other ideas too. So you can make 2 boxes out of 1 piece of cardstock. So 8.5 by 11. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some scoring. And I'm going to tell you what the measurements are as I go through. So we're going to score at 1 inch. I'm doing this with my paper trimmer, thinking this might be a little bit better for you guys. 1 inch, 4 inches. Can I get it exactamundo? 5 inches. So 1 inch, 4 inch, 5 inches. And then 8 inches. So we're going to extend our arm here. Let's get our little day 14 out of the way. And then we're going to go over to 8 inches right there. All right. And then we're going to turn it, and we are going to make a score line at 1 inch, 4.5 inches. I made these a while ago, but I don't think I ever did a video on them. And then 6.5. And then one more at 10. Okay. So we have all those awesome score lines. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut your page on the long side at 5.5. So just like you would for any card, you're just going to cut it right down the middle at 5.5. And voila, we have our 2 pieces for our boxes. Now I did use some I used thick white cardstock for these, but you could use, again, any piece of cardstock. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on one box. So I'm going to kind of move this one off, and this is the one we're going to focus on, just because you're going to trim them the same way. So first thing is there are 2 small triangles at one end, and you are going to cut those off. Okay, so that's the first thing. We're going to take these little triangles and we are going to trim them off. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you are going to take this part here, and we are going to, actually it's this part here, I'm sorry. Let me just double check. Yeah. We are going to trim these lines right up here, up to the score line there, okay? And this is going to give us our tabs that we need. So again, we're just going to trim those up, then we're going to turn it around and do the same thing. So this box is actually pretty simple to do as well. Because sometimes, and I was even sitting here, am I confusing myself? So you have the tabs and you have the top right here. Okay, so what we're going to do, or I'm sorry, the side. So if I take my kind of the score lines now. So this is what I have. So I have these little tabs here. And if you wanted to, you know, we always talk about the bulk. So you guys could just go right along the edge and just take a little, just a little teeny bit out of the side there of each one. And, you know, get like just a little bit of wiggle room there. And then do the same on the other ones. Okay, so if we want to get just a little bit of space, we can do that. So we'll do it just to to be consistent. All right, there we go. So this is now what we have. All right, we have this little box. It's got the little, the tabs out. I'm just gonna fix this one because it did not do well. All right, there we go. So now what you're gonna do is take this small tab here, and we are going to, you can do liquid glue, piece of tear and tape, whatever you would like. You could do Stampin' Seal Plus, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue. You know, that seems to be the one that I use most often. So I'm just going to put a little liquid glue there, and then all I have to do is bend this down and press, and it's going to automatically connect those two sides right there, which is where I put my adhesive. And now what you guys have is a nice box here. Now you could take this and you could store it just like that. And when you're ready to use it, look at this. Just put these sides in, this down, and the same on the other side. And you now have a cool box that, oops, let me do it this way because one looks to be a little shorter than the other. There we go. However you choose to do it. Let me make them so they're both on the same side. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to do it on this side. Sorry, I digress. Because I want to have a nice clean side. And by that I mean you guys want these both down, okay, or both up, one or the other, but you don't, normally they're down so you get a nice clean edge. So what you could do with this box is you could go ahead and put some adhesive here to seal it down, and then your opening would just be on one side, or you can leave it open on both sides and then take a belly band around it. Now we're going to go ahead and decorate this so that you can see it, but the same thing we did with this box you can do with this one here. But then again, you guys could make a whole bunch of these like for Valentine's Day and then just store them just like this, or for a quick birthday gift. I don't know. I meant to see if I had, well, here's like a, well, don't want to use a, sorry, don't want to be careful what I'm pulling in there. Just someone's business card, and I don't have one. But it would fit a gift card in there too. You could easily fit a gift card in this one. All right, but we're going to go ahead and decorate it. So let's go ahead and bring in the paper trimmer. And I think what we'll do is maybe do a belly band. So I'm just going to look and see. So it's 3.5, and I want to say 3.5, yeah, by 3. Okay. So 3.5 by 3. So we'll just bring in and make it 3 3/8 by 2 7/8. Right. Okay, all of a sudden that doesn't look correct, but I think it is. Yep. So there you go. So that would be perfect for the top of our box right there. Yep. Okay. And then if we wanted, we could also take these sides, which I believe are 1 inch. Yep. So, and they would be 1 inch by 3 3/8. So we could do, again, 7/8 here. Let's first do 3 3/8, which is what this is. So then we could just go 7/8 several times and get the 2 sides of our boxes as well. So we'll use those. And then let's do some punching and stamping. How about that? So I have this right here. I have just a scrap, and I brought in the To Every Boy and Girl, and that is from, let me bring that over. That is from the Rocking Horse stamp set. So we're going to go ahead and just stamp that greeting out of this stamp set here. And let's do that. I just inked this stamp pad up because I just noticed it was extremely dry. when I was playing around with the last video. So we will put that off to the side. And let's go ahead and trim this up, and then we can assemble. So just kind of, again, this is just a scrap. You guys could cut it out, you know, cut the greeting, whatever you would want to do. Looks like I have to change the blade there. Okay, so that is that. And then I brought in 2 circle punches. So I'm just gonna take this one and punch out some cherry cobbler. This is the 1 3/4 punch, which you can get in the online store. I think that's still available. And then this is a 1 1/2. And we will take this piece of silver. Okay, so we're just creating some layers here. I was going to use a piece of the designer series paper, but we'll just use this. So we're just going to layer these and then add our greeting. I just realized, I'm like, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of this. But again, I think these are great because you're going to get 2 boxes for every sheet of every piece of cardstock that you use. So it is just perfect, and you only have those 1 set of measurements that you have to deal with. And then and it's so much easier too, guys, just to keep your box flat like this, because you can see how easy it is to decorate it. Then everything fits nicely. There we go. And then we'll just move this off and bring this side down and do the exact same thing. I love simple, and I love it when we can use all of a sheet of paper, right? Because then we don't have all those like scraps laying around, which I seem to have tons of. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, well, let's finish. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and put this, we're just going to put this in the center. Wait, let me think. Actually, before I do that, I actually do want to close my box up. So I would put whatever little treats I would like to put in the box, and then I'm going to seal it. I'm going to not seal it up, but I'm going to close it up. Now you guys could close it up, right? And I'm going to have my ribbon go so that it's actually going to close. It's going to close the box. All right. So it's going to, the ribbon itself is going to be the close. Now, if you don't have any ribbon that you want to use, then I would suggest you could do a belly band as well. That would be perfect for this little shindig here. So we're going to put this here, and let's go ahead. All right, I cannot believe we actually got that on the first try. Woo-hoo. All right, so there we go. Grab our scissors again, and we'll go ahead and just take that off. And now I can take my circle here, and I could put it right on top, like right, I could move my ribbon up and put it right here if I wanted. So wherever, you know, however you wanna do that. I think we'll do it right there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere it to the box. And then we will take our greeting, and I'm just going to take this right here and just pop the 2. Now you can use your tag punch, or your tag punch. And or you can just do it with your scissors there. So we're going to add some dimensionals. Let me grab those. And we'll put a couple on here. And that is it. So obviously before you would put your ribbon on, you would want to go ahead. There you go. You would want to go, oops, I'm sorry, wrong. Picked up the wrong thing there. We want to leave that there. But you would get 2 of these boxes with every piece of designer series paper. So you guys can see, I just think that's a adorable box. And if you didn't like kind of how this sticks up, you could put a couple glue dots under there if you wanted. But that is it. And I tell you, it fit a bracelet or some candies, whatever you might find kind of fun and festive. So I wanted to show you that. One other thing I wanted to show you that you could do with this box is, let me go ahead and show you on this one here. And I'm going to grab this punch. This is the new one that's coming out. The little, I love it, this hexagon. But you could literally take your piece of paper and I could slide this in. And actually what I'm going to do, I think I can do this. Let me just double check here because I don't want to tell you wrong. Okay, perfect. So I bent up this small side and I brought it in, and I'm looking to make sure it's even on this side and this side. Okay, so I want to maybe go just a hair more. And then I'm just going to punch this out. But now what you could do is make your box like this. So make your box the same way as you did the other one. So we'll just pretend, right? And then what I could actually do is make a window sheet under here. And then I could put something really like some peanut brittle, because it's like the perfect size. But literally by putting a window sheet there, you could have something that's then displayed. If you made something colorful and do it again the exact way we did the other one, you would be able to do that to this one here. So the only thing is you have to fold this little piece, right? In this case, I would put it on the outside because you can cover it up with a piece of your designer series paper. But isn't that another alternative to a small box, is making one with a hole in it, and then you could, again, put the window sheet over top of it, and it makes for a nice little box with something displayed inside. All right, that is it, guys. So hope you enjoyed that. That is number 14. It's adorable boxes. And again, I'm just gonna, well, I don't know that you can read the measurements. So, but you'll have to just go back to the earlier video, and you're going to just score once. You're going to cut the sheet in half, and then you're going to be able to make both these boxes. And it is pretty easy. I think this is one that we can all do. And if you're a little unsure, just start with a scrap piece of paper first, and you're ready to go. All right, guys, I think that is it. So thanks much for watching, and we'll see you again. All right, see ya. Bye.